For years, experienced professionals were warned that artificial intelligence would make them too expensive, too slow, and easier to replace. But something unexpected is happening. AI is becoming extremely good at producing answers, and that is making the ability to recognize the right answer more valuable than ever. Visual, AI-generated reports filling a screen, followed by an experienced manager spotting an error. The old workplace rewarded people who could create the spreadsheet, write the proposal, research the market, prepare the presentation, or build the project plan. AI can now help produce all of those things in seconds. But AI does not automatically know when the spreadsheet is based on a faulty assumption. It does not know why a proposal will anger a longtime customer. It does not know which supplier repeatedly misses deadlines, which executive will block the project, or which shortcut could create a much larger problem later. That knowledge comes from experience. And companies are beginning to realize that speed without judgment can become expensive. PwC analyzed more than 1 billion job advertisements and found that employers are placing greater emphasis on judgment, creativity, leadership, and adaptability in jobs affected by AI. That matters because the value of work is moving upstream. The most valuable employee may no longer be the person who creates the first draft. It may be the person who knows whether the first draft should ever be used. Visual. An AI document receives a red warning stamp. But there is an important catch. Experience is not automatically becoming more valuable. Experience becomes more valuable when it is connected to the new technology. Gallup reported that more than half of American workers were using AI at least occasionally, but only a much smaller percentage were using it daily. That means the workplace AI race is still wide open. Most companies are somewhere between experimenting with AI and actually understanding how to use it. For experienced professionals, this creates an opportunity. You do not need to become an AI engineer. You need to become the person who knows how to use AI without trusting it blindly. Consider software development. AI can now generate code almost instantly. At first glance, that looks like a direct threat to experienced engineers. But generating code is not the same as building a secure, reliable system. Someone still has to understand the company's old technology, customer needs, privacy risks, regulations, security weaknesses, and what could happen when one change affects another department. AI increases production speed. Experience prevents costly mistakes. Visual, fast-moving computer code followed by an outage and an experienced engineer investigating. The same pattern is appearing across nearly every profession. Draft 20 sales emails before breakfast. An experienced salesperson knows which customer should not receive one. AI can generate a detailed project schedule. An experienced project manager knows the schedule, assumes permits, suppliers, and executive approvals will arrive on time. Even though they rarely do, AI can summarize a company's financial performance. An experienced analyst notices that the summary ignores debt, customer concentration, shrinking margins, or a major risk buried in the footnotes. AI creates output. Experience understands consequences. PwC also found that workers with AI skills were receiving a significant wage premium. That does not mean learning a few chatbot prompts will instantly raise your salary. It means companies are willing to pay more for people who can combine technology with valuable business judgment. For professionals over HTM 4E, the opportunity is not to compete with younger workers over who knows the most AI terminology. Your advantage is combining AI with knowledge that took years to develop. That combination is difficult to replace. Visual, a career timeline merging with an AI interface. There is another issue companies are only beginning to confront. AI may be eliminating some of the work that once trained junior employees. New employees traditionally develop judgment by writing first drafts, building basic models, researching problems, and correcting mistakes. AI can now complete much of that entry-level work. That may make a company more efficient today, but it raises a difficult question about tomorrow. How will younger workers develop judgment if they no longer perform the work that once taught it? Companies cannot automate their way into institutional knowledge. They still need people who remember why a policy exists, how customers behave during a crisis, which strategy failed 5 years ago, and why an attractive idea may carry hidden risks. Experience is not simply time spent in a job. Experience is accumulated consequence. However, experienced professionals can still lose this advantage by refusing to adapt. Research from Generation found that relatively few workers over 45 were regularly using generative AI at work. Yet among those who did, many reported improvements in productivity, work quality, and decision-making. The opportunity is real, but only for people willing to use the tools. Here are 4 practical ways to turn experience into an AI advantage. First, stop using AI only to write faster. Use it to challenge your thinking. Before making an important decision, give AI your assumptions and ask what you may be overlooking. Ask what would cause the plan to fail. Ask what a skeptical customer, CFO, engineer, regulator, or employee might challenge. Then use your experience to evaluate the answer. The goal is not to let AI make the decision. The goal is to identify risks before you make it. Second, build one repeatable AI workflow around a task that matters in your job. A sales manager could turn customer notes into risks and next steps. A project manager could compare weekly updates against the original schedule. An operations leader could analyze recurring delays, defects, or complaints. Do not simply tell people you are learning AI. Show that you reduced a 3-hour task to 30 minutes while improving the result. Third, create what I call a judgment portfolio. Save several examples where your knowledge corrected or improved an AI-generated answer. Document what AI produced, what it missed, what you changed, and what business problem you prevented. That becomes powerful evidence during an interview, performance review, or promotion discussion. Instead of saying, I have 25 years of experience, you can show exactly how that experience changed the outcome. Finally, work with someone younger. Teach them what experience sees. Ask them to teach you a new AI technique. One person brings tool fluency. The other brings context, pattern recognition, and judgment. Together, they become more valuable than either person pretending to know everything. AI is not making every experienced worker more valuable. It is creating a test. Experience that refuses to adapt may look like resistance. Experience that directs AI, questions its answers, and turns speed into better decisions becomes leverage. Your experience is not obsolete. It is the quality control system AI does not come with. Learn how to prove that, and the technology that was supposed to replace you may become the strongest amplifier your career has ever had. Subscribe to Next Role Advisor for practical strategies to stay valuable, visible, and competitive in the age of AI.